Palestinian movement in 1984. Before that, which is why
seeks to address the growing influence of violent
which is why spoke of the danger of the Palestinian movement in 1984. Before that, which is why
on an issue of growing
spoke of the danger of the Palestinian movement in 1984. Before that, which is why
From Canada India Foundation, we are doing this conference, United Against Extremism today here in Canada, which we as Canadians feel is very, very important and timely for all of us. What we see here in Canada, what we experience here in Canada, we feel Canada is not the same. I mean, we are as community going through a lot of threats in terms of extremism, and this is not against any community or any individual or any organization. This conference is for Canada, to preserve Canada in its pristine state, which we came to, and make sure that we address the current challenges we have as Canadians in Canada in terms of dealing with extremism and what communities are suffering here on daily basis. We need to call this out and make sure government, policymakers, and everybody who cares for Canada listens to us as citizens of Canada and make sure they do their bit to help Canada be what it was, what it should be, and what we want for our children.
National Security Conference in Paramount Space in Vaughan, Ontario. This is an extremely important event in the context of Canada and Canada-India relations, and this is also the 40th anniversary of the Air India Kanishka bombing, where I lost my entire family. I'm here to speak to everyone in the hope that we will be able to establish a memorial learning center in Canada and in India, and also bring in to effect this subject in the education system right across Ontario, BC and Canada. Yeah, I thank, of course, Canada India Foundation and TAFSIK for organizing this, and Ritesh Bhai in particular. And I reach out to both the Prime Ministers of Canada and India to look at this very closely and help us go forward in this.
Today's meeting is extremely important. I think it's probably one of the first public meetings in a long, long time that would highlight the question of extremism in Canada, particularly in the Indo-Canadian community, apart, and how the politicians in this country haven't paid much attention to it, and how extremism, drugs, smuggling, and even the immigration rackets all sometimes come together, coalesce to create problems for our society.